Hey there, realtors. I got 4 tips to success for you today. Really good ones. I was on a seminar, 3-hour luxury seminar today to really level up skills being a luxury agent. I am a luxury waterfront specialist, and it's funny because I was at a seminar yesterday that was all about the waterfront locally, and I learned a bunch of things that I thought I already knew. See, that's why you got to be continuing your education always. So anyway, the 4 things we're going to touch on today are the niche, your brand, your visibility, and your consistency. So let's talk about it. So I'm Kathy Burns, and I'm a luxury waterfront specialist here in the Lake Norman area, just north of Charlotte. So you like things like this, you want to learn and grow, subscribe below, share the word, and ask me questions, okay? So anyway, so today was all about luxury, and it was a 3-hour long scenario. It was actually a certification course. I'm already a luxury agent, but you know what? You can't learn enough. So I didn't mind sitting in on that, and I had a couple of agents that I had encouraged to go be a part of that as well. So the first thing was talking about picking a niche. You know, like for me, I figured out my niche pretty quickly when I moved here. First of all, price point was something that I wanted. For me, it was the step-up luxury. So it was the first time buyers of a second home on a waterfront. Now this was back in 2006 and 7 when people were buying because you could get mortgages for just about anything. It was that first home for them to be able to buy that was the second home for them. And that was my target market. Also, I was from Michigan, and the land of the Great Lakes, Thousand Lakes, and I was used to the water. When I moved here to North Carolina, it's a man-made lake, very different, lots of rules too. And I thought I had to figure out what was going to be my niche. What would be my niche that I could target in on the right price point that I want? Back then, that price point was like $400 to $900 for a second home on the water. I wish that was still the price point, but it's far from it. It's like $1 million to maybe $1.5 million. Anyway, when the market tanked, the good thing was those same people needed to get rid of those homes because they couldn't no longer afford a second home when the whole market crashed. So I had them coming and going. Anyway, the point was I picked my niche because I wanted a certain price point. I had some experience. I decided to get very educated on it. Like I was saying yesterday, I went to a waterfront class that Duke put on because that's who controls our lake here. And I wanted to learn, make sure I knew all the rules. Well, I didn't. I didn't know 2 things that really annoyed me too. And I thought you could limb up all the trees. Well, they changed the rules and I wasn't current. There's another reason to stay on top of stuff. So I was glad I went to that class so that I knew that rule. And for me, the niche was a limited audience that I could target market, which I did. And I think that's very important for you to figure out, like, what would be your niche? And I see so many agents running around just doing any possible house that they can get, not being, like a professional in any one area. And I think that that's a mistake, personally. I mean, can you make money that way? Of course. But are you going to burn yourself out? You bet you are. It's so much easier to have a niche, like I said, become a specialist, become known for it. Because the second thing that I was telling you about is your brand. Now, I am known as a waterfront specialist in the area. Now, I started that about my own self, saying I'm a waterfront specialist, because I did study it. I knew it way better than many, many, many agents because they didn't study it. They just got a listing and they would just go do a waterfront and then figure it out as they went along. No, that does not work. And first of all, you want to be a professional in your field, don't you? I wanted to be known as not only a waterfront specialist, but somebody who really was a specialist, right? So I made my brand that way. All my marketing was the same. Everything that I did was about Lake Norman. That was my whole theme. That's what I wanted to be known as. That's what I always talked about. My videos were based on Lake Norman. My lives were based on Lake Norman. I previewed waterfront Lake Norman homes that weren't even my listings, that I got permission from the agents to do that. And I learned about those homes and I made Facebook Lives as time went on, because now you can do a Facebook Live when you're out at a property, and we couldn't do it way back in 2006 and 7. But anyway, you just gotta brand yourself of who you are. It's very important, and that comes with colors. It comes with your logo, all those things, and you can change those from time to time as long as the theme stays the same. Like you're not changing the game. You're still the waterfront specialist. Yes, you're going to change things, but if you change it on all your social media, change it on everything that you do. But it should be like, if for me to do something really formal, that's not my style. So that would not kind of work with my branding, right? It's a lot more casual, like these shelves here. It's nice and casual. You can see my shirt's casual. I'm a casual girl. I'm not all the pretty jewelry, all the latest and stuff. That's not me. So that's not how my brand will reflect. Does that mean that I couldn't get a waterfront buyer or seller? No, because what are they wanting? They want integrity. They want knowledge. They want to know that you're going to negotiate on their behalf. You're going to know your stuff. That's what counts. Now, I'm not pulling up in sandals and a beat up shirt or something. Do you know what I mean? I'm still going to be respectful. Not that I'm saying I don't come in shorts and sandals to clients that I have built a friendship with over the years and we're just buddies when we go looking. Yeah, that is exactly how I roll. And you can judge me if you want, but that's how I roll, and it's worked for me. So the next thing is visibility. Boy, oh boy, I am known in my area because I'm on social media like a maniac. I'm on here all the time. I reuse different tools. Like, for example, this video, I'll take the transcript from this video. I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll have it transcribed into a blog, and that blog will go on my website. And you know, blogs are not as common as they used to be. I mean, there was a period of time when you could do them, but do I want that extra little piece? Yeah, it takes minutes to do that, minutes. And I have a VA who helps me with that now. I figured out how to do it, and then I asked her to follow the process, but she's sharp as she can be, so she just took over and made it all happen. Now, I also do that as an article on LinkedIn, and it links back to this individual video, just like this. It also links back to the channel, and it links back to a business strategy call with me, because that is exactly my personal motivation for doing these videos. I am reaching out to a very particular audience, and that audience is the 40 plus agents who are been in the business either brand new or they're struggling and they don't know tech and they need help in their business. That's my agenda. I am with eXp Realty. If those people are business builders and they say, boy, I'd like to work with you, Kathy. I'd like to partner up with you. Maybe you and I could, really level up our businesses. I'm interested in that person. That is the goal of my channel, actually. But along the way, I'm educating, I'm teaching, I'm empowering lots of people that have no interest in partnering with me or coming to eXp. And you know what? That's okay, because I actually love this stuff. So anyway, but if you are, that whole link takes you back to a business strategy call where we could talk. So that's how I leverage, that's how I make myself visible, by reusing that. Now we take those same videos, we put them on TikTok, we break them up into Reels. They're on Reels, they're on Instagram, Pinterest, you name it. I am everywhere. If you want to know if I'm visible, I'm visible. Now my mission is this kind of visibility. It's about teaching. I have another channel that I do that is Tech Savvy Realty Solutions, and that's all about tech, and it's tech for realtors. Can other people use it? You bet they can. But it's basic. A lot of it is basic technology, because a lot of people in the 40 plus age group, a lot of people in this age group are not familiar with tech, and so they don't know where to begin, and so they'll avoid it. No, don't avoid it. Are you kidding me? AI is like the invention of the car. It's like the invention of the internet. It's like the invention of light bulbs. I'm telling you, it's bigger than all of those combined. And if you don't jump in, people, oh my gosh, for personal reasons, if nothing else, but for your business, This will enhance your business on levels you never thought you could do. And if you're not paying attention to that, please watch some of my videos here. Watch my videos on Tech Savvy Realty Solutions, because I'm telling you, this is critical. This is critical to your business. It's really critical to your life. And you will be so lost if you don't do this. It's like you'll be still riding that horse and buggy when everybody else is whipping around in McLarens and whatever. So the last piece of it is consistency. I can't do a video today and maybe skip it for 2 weeks. No, I've got to be consistent. I got to be consistent with all my social media. Because if you think that being a realtor is just about putting homes in the MLS and maybe doing some open houses and that's all there is to it, you will be so blown away. Because the agents that are successful, they're consistent, they're persistent, they're out there, and they know what's going on in the market. They know all these pieces and they're doing it. If you aren't, you might as well get out of the business. I say that a lot on these videos because I want to be real with you. Some of you are just wasting your time and others' times, and quite honestly, you're irresponsible at trying to help somebody buy or sell a house, because there's a lot involved with this. And I encourage you to stop that or level up, which is so easy to do because, man, it's a great business. And I encourage you also, if you like this kind of video with the straight talk, with the casualness, and dogs barking and you don't care because you love dogs, you're my kind of people. If you're interested in partnering with me, come on, let's partner. Give me a call make an appointment on my business strategy. That link will be below. And let's talk. Let's see if it makes sense. For me, I want an end game. If you're working with a franchise, you're just paying somebody else. You're making somebody else money instead of yourself. Me, I'm building rev share. I'm building stock. I'm building the future. But more importantly, well, all that's important. But the most important piece for me is I've got time and financial freedom like I never had. And I have my end game. That is incredible. So if you like that, subscribe below. Please, listen in, spread the word, ask me questions, book that strategy call if you're my kind of people, and let's make this happen together. Love to hear from you. Bye.